every Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on REV-UP St. Lucia for Unrestricted.
It's now time for Unrestricted, hosted by Lotus, the first for 2026. So good morning to you, Lotus, and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you, your entire family.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you, Andre. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
We haven't done that other places.
Yes, we certainly have.
But thank you, Andre.
Just about 60 seconds ago, we did it again.
Andre, I hope you had a wonderful season, and I hope everybody else enjoyed their Christmas. It looked like St. Lucians had a really good time.
I think so.
They had a good time. Christmas, New Year's, the square,
VAT-free day.
Yes, there were quite a few things. So people seem to have, been having a good time. But what I noticed as well is that we have had some loss around Christmas time and New Year, and so it's not always a fun time for quite a few people, right? I had a really good friend of mine who passed last year. It was a year on New Year's Day. So that it's always hard when you have to think of those things. And also condolences to the family of Lisa Joseph, who passed away. That was a really sad moment. Yes. when I heard that. But Andre, this morning, I just want to welcome everyone back to Unrestricted this year. Hopefully we take Unrestricted to a different level. I guess we'll talk about that some other time. But today, welcome to those listening on Facebook, on YouTube, on X, online, Radioland, everyone. Welcome back and Happy New Year. Happy 2026. Now, as usual, every time I do Unrestricted for the first show when we get back, I like to do a New Year's show. But it is sort of a New Year's show, but this time we're just going to call it's New Beginnings. I want to talk about new beginnings this morning, because I know sometimes when we have gone through things and we feel downtrodden or we have lost some things, sometimes we do not know how to let go and start again. And actually, new beginnings, Andre, there's so many possibilities and opportunities that sometimes we don't see. We don't see it, and sometimes we have to look beyond. When you were going to open this radio station, I'm sure you thought to yourself, that was a new beginning, and you were scared. The fear was there, you were concerned. I remember certain days just talking to you, and some of the little things you would say, I could tell, the uncertainty, right? But sometimes we have to be open to new beginnings. And I have found, I like new beginnings. The thing about it is that some of us have that temperament where we like to start over. I am one of those people. I like to start over. I like the excitement of a new thing. And I think I have in my
So I have a naughty question for you.
What's a naughty
So how do you manage relationships and so on now?
Andrew, it's not everything. It's not everything. When I say new thing, and we will talk about the various things that could be new. It's not just relationships, but that too. Sometimes we close ourselves to the opportunities of new things. It could be a relationship. Sometimes we say to ourselves, and you will see as we go through, we say to ourselves, we got out of a relationship and we will never go into a relationship again. And so we paint everybody with the same brush, and we stay there and we sit and we just, and sometimes so many opportunities come by, and they were actually really good opportunities to have love and to have, So new beginnings are it's not a bad thing. It's something to really look forward to.
Indeed.
In various aspects of our lives.
Exactly.
But we're going to look at new beginnings because, of course, it's the beginning of a new year. And, every time we have a new year, many of us make New Year's resolutions, and that we don't keep. Maybe by the 2nd or the 3rd of January, we were already back to our old habits. But some of us actually really do look into the last year and look into some of the things we have done or some of the things that didn't happen, and we try to turn a new leaf. So this morning, I want us to really get into the discussion of new beginnings. So the month of December tends to bring up a whole mixed bag of emotions. Regret for all the missed opportunities, gratitude for all the amazing things the year brought your way, and excitement for all the wondrous moments that are yet to enter your story. The end of the year denotes one standard thing in everyone's life, a chance to begin anew. But of course, the start of a new period in your life is not always the easiest. New beginnings, be it new journeys, new relationships, new jobs, new homes, or moving to a new country always marks the start of a tectonic shift within the landscape of your life. And no matter how eager you are, these beginnings can be daunting at times. The creeping fear of will it work out and dreadful anxiety of am I making the right decision is bound to pop up every now and then. If you are the kind of person who finds comfort in routine, embracing change can be even more difficult for you. But it is important to keep in mind that the beginning of something new can be beautiful, even if it is painful sometimes, right? It is therefore powerful. It's opportunities for fresh starts, personal growth and transformation, offering a chance to leave the past behind and build a new future. Though they can be, of course, it can be daunting and you're not sure what will happen, requiring courage and an open mind to embrace change, new goals, new relationships, like I said, new perspectives. And, it actually spurs a major shift sometimes and really takes us to a place where we never saw coming. So let's explore that the core concepts of new beginnings. What is a new beginning? What is a new beginning supposed to do? It's supposed to create a fresh start. That's first of all, a chance to reset, leaving old habits and mistakes behind. And in the reset, I was looking at certain quotes, and one of the quotes said, you have to recognize a new day as a day that you haven't made any mistakes yet in the new day, right? So sometimes when you are starting afresh, you have to look at it as I'm moving from here. I haven't messed up anything yet, and stop looking back. And that's a lot of times what happens to us, is that we tend to look back at the things that we have done. And we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. But a new beginning is also supposed to give us growth and transformation. It is a catalyst for becoming a better version of oneself. Growth and transformation. Now, a lot of times some of us say that and we just say the words, but we do not actually make the move to actually change and to transform into something different. Because we're very, very set in our ways, Andre. There are certain things that you are just set in your ways. You don't want to do it differently. You don't want to move. And for some reason, you just sit in the same spot. And your perspective is that and it's that. Mm-hmm. Jesus said this and I will do that. You know, that kind of thing. There are some people who refuse to look at the thing, assess it, and see how they can transform in the space. Mm-hmm. Whether you're missing something, a component of something, how you can grow and transform.
But let me ask you something, Lotus. Mm-hmm. How do you feel? How do you know when something's the right decision? How do you know?
Well, I think you do feel it within. You are happy with the outcomes. That's how you know it's a right decision.
Well, before the outcome, because remember, you as you said a while ago, and it's true. Mm-hmm. A lot of us feel comfortable in maybe a certain environment, doing a certain thing. We feel very comfortable, and then an offer comes your way, and you're saying, "Boy, I'm all right here. I'm fine. I don't have any issues per se." But of course, what the person is offering could be a lot better.
Most times you're not most times, yes, you are comfortable, but you know that it is not adding any value. You know there's more to it, or you want to change. You want to grow more. You want to see something. If you're accustomed to making $5,000, you know that there's a possibility of making $6,000, and all of us want to make $6,000. You don't want to sit in $5,000. Although some of us, because of our temperament, we would like to sit in $5,000 comfortably and see the $6,000 over there and say, I don't know if I want to take the $6,000 because it's a risk, right?
Well, let me add to what you're saying there. This old saying, don't leave what you see.
What you have for what you haven't seen.
Yeah, so remember, people, all these things are part of our culture.
Yeah. Yes, some people think about that. But most times, Andre, we are...
Oh, sorry. Remember there's another one again about the devil. The devil something about the devil, you know that you don't know, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's basically the same thing. Yeah. But I think as in human nature, we always want better. We always want to elevate. A lot of us want to change. We want to grow, but we just don't know how, or we are so fearful that the fear overtakes us and cripples us, Andre. It's never the comfort that you think. Mm-hmm. So in terms of describing or defining the comfort, what is comfort? Are we really comfortable? Or we are so afraid to shift that we remain stuck? right? We remain stuck because we're saying the fact that I don't know what will happen, I would prefer to stay in this situation because I don't know what will happen. I'm so afraid of leaving this relationship. I am so afraid of leaving this relationship because I do not want to be by myself. And I don't know how it will be by myself, even though I am so unhappy. I am so sad. This person is beating on me. This person is putting me down. But I don't want to leave that relationship because I will be alone, and maybe I've never been alone, and I don't want to know what it means to be alone.
So are you saying that maybe somewhere in the recesses of our minds, we know we're not quite comfortable and happy where we are?
Of course, Andrew.
Maybe we try to convince ourselves that we are.
Yes, that's what it is. We live in convenience, that you convince yourself that it's okay. And like I say, the risk of the unknown, just the change. Some of us are so crippled by that possibility, the fear. So we sit
real,
there.
You know.
Yes, that's
real.
what I'm telling you, Andre. Many of us stay in situations, or we do not change and grow because we are so afraid of what is on the other side.
The unknown.
And what research is showing is that the unknown are many times, they say 95% of the time, what you think will happen will not happen. So it never happens, Andre. I mean, it's almost like somebody who has been doing something one way for 50 years. And if he just stepped outside of his comfort zone to see what else is there, he will realize, wow, that didn't kill me. It's just like the computer age, AI, many people get so afraid of changing their jobs, but they don't realize that because of the way they are constructed, meaning that you are a human who you have a brain, you have talents, you have passion, that if you just switch what you're doing on a daily basis, you will recognize that all of a sudden you are an artist. All of a sudden you are a good swimmer. All of us, just because you took the chance. So new beginnings, yes, it's daunting, but I think many times it's overrated as how bad the risk is to try or to start.
Yes.
It's overrated.
Something just came to my mind. A little story.
I like your stories.
But this one is a little one, not about me. That's I think in Exodus, right, where Moses is commanded by God to go into the land, right? And God promised Israel a lot of goodies.
Yes.
Land and gold and this and that and the other, right? So Moses went to, I think, a relative of his and said to him, listen, you know the land very, very well. Why don't you come with us and be our guide, right? When we get to such and such a place, you can now benefit in all what we're going to be benefiting from. But exactly what you're saying there, he was just so fearful.
Yes,
And he was a good guide, apparently.
You see?
And Moses made this offer to him. And he said, nah.
That's what you don't see. You kind of, the fear is holding you back, just the uncertainty, and that's what happens to a lot of us, Andre. And one of the other concept of a new beginning is an opportunity full of potential for new experiences, new dreams, and purpose. A lot of us have had dreams and purpose buried deep inside of us, Andre, and we do not take the chance to experience anything else, and we live in regret. Is that better? And that's what the comfort does, right? It makes you live in regret, because some of us get so old and we look back and we say, oh my goodness, if I had known that, or if I had done that. And we see people who took the chance and they have moved, and we sit there and we begin to regret on our last days.
That's a good point, Lotus. It's really true.
We begin to regret, yes.
It's really true.
A lot of us die of regret.
People you see who you were there before, right? Before their time.
That's right.
And these people just blossomed.
That's what I'm saying.
Blossomed.
So
prospered, right? And it bugs you. You say, what? Well, imagine.
Imagine. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So the concept of a new beginning, or just to take the opportunity to do something, it requires also courage. Taking the first step can be scary, but it's necessary for change. You have to take the first step. If you're an alcoholic and you want to stop drinking, you have to take the first step. You cannot sit there and say, I will never stop. You have to tell yourself. You have to speak to yourself. You have to have a conversation with yourself. You have to, if people are encouraging you to move or to go to rehab, you have to take the first step to put your foot in the building and see what happens. You never know. So These
But
are
you see,
the core concepts of...
the thing about it, I think the fear factor, it's not unfounded. Because remember, sometimes people take some risks.
Of course.
And
of course,
they lose.
Because a lot of us.
So I think
a lot of us, we take risks. And I think that even compounds it as well. Because if your experience is that you have taken 3 or 4 chances
that's right.
at a relationship,
Yeah.
and you keep... But it's...
Or investments.
Investments, that's the same thing too.
Yeah.
But Andre,
and you've lost a lot of money.
New beginnings, even when you lose, it is an opportunity to reflect. I think a lot of us don't reflect on what we actually did that might have made things go awry. So if you are in a relationship and you continue choosing the same type of men or the same type of women, are you really doing the reflection to have the new beginning? Are you waiting? Because a lot of us are afraid to be alone. So you come from a relationship very abusive, and you decide you don't want to be alone. So you don't want to sit in the feelings. You don't want to say, what did I do that was wrong? What am I doing to add to the situation? Because there's always a lesson to learn. But sometimes we do not learn those lessons.
Yes.
We rush right into the thing.
Yeah, especially in the relationships, you always hear one party blaming the other one.
Exactly.
They hardly take responsibility.
That's what I'm saying. So with the new beginnings, if you watch all aspects of it, when you start to assess, that's where you can actually do better in choosing the next time. Because people who really think of investments and they sit and they study the markets and they study the behaviors and they look at what's going on, then they begin to make better decisions where their investments are concerned.
And there's some of us who just simply feel that we just can't do any better.
Exactly. We have accepted our plight.
Yeah.
We have accepted our
and as you said a while ago,
our destiny.
As you said a while ago, somewhere deep down in the recesses of your mind, this is not what you want.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you feel it.
Yes, you do. And the thing about it, Andre, I want to make sure that our listeners understand that a lot of it sometimes, yes, it's easier said than done, because sometimes people tell you, yeah, you say that, but... So, of course, it's hard to come from where you're at. But you know to yourself that you have to make a decision internally first and start to move. Andre, can you share our numbers?
Sure.
Because I definitely want to find out our callers, our listeners, their business, whether they're making new beginnings, whether they're thinking of it. Yes.
No problem. Okay, the fixed line is 572-9710. Fixed line 572-9710, or you can WhatsApp 287-0971. WhatsApp is 287-0971. Again, the fixed line 572-9710. That's the fixed line. Or you can try the WhatsApp platform, which is 287-0971. That's 287-0971.
Okay. So, Andre, let's start to really get into the heat of things. Examples of new beginnings. Because sometimes when you say new beginnings, people are probably wondering, what is she talking about? I mean, what do I have to start? What are the areas where we can start to do new things? One of the examples, the first one I have, is starting a new job or career, especially in the age of AI. A new degree, finishing college, and for the career, a total switch to something that you're passionate about and taking a chance on yourself. Some people really wanted to finish college and they never got a chance to do that. And I think a lot of times when we've worked so hard, we have a little money in the bank, we're so afraid to do a course. A new beginning is actually taking a course, doing something new. And with AI, some of us are stuck in careers that we really do not enjoy. So we can actually switch to something else. And one of the ways you can do a career switch is to do a course in the program that what are you really interested in? And your old qualifications can actually back it up. So it doesn't mean that you waste your time going to law school and now you want to become an architect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can do a course, you can find out some things, and you can get involved in groups or new environments that help you tap into your passion. So a new beginning is a new job. You lose your job, you put your head down, you beat up on yourself, you tell yourself all the things that are negative. But you have to also reflect, what did I do to cause my own losing my job? Is it something that happened with the factory closing down or the company closing down, or is it something where I actually did something at work? Start to reflect on what you're going to do in your next opportunity. So a new job is actually starting something new, a new job or a new career. And many times people make those shifts as well. And some of us find out so many things within us that we did not know was there.
That's true.
Some of us are so afraid to do new things that we find out, oh my goodness, I did not know
I could do such and such a thing.
such and such a thing. And you hear people say that all the time. So it's an opportunity to start a new job if you want to do that. Start a new career, go into a new career. And don't be afraid of all the things you hear people saying so much. For instance, in technology, right? A lot of us are so afraid to use technology. But as soon as we get to the point of using it, we realize it's so easy. It's never what people say it is.
That's true.
Andre, I mean, you're in a technical environment.
Yeah.
I'm sure at first you're probably thinking, I don't know if I'll be able to do that. All these things, these buttons. Now you do it and you with your eyes closed.
That's true.
You could be sleeping and just switch your buttons and everything would be right,
Yes.
right? So sometimes we tell ourselves that we are unable to get into certain things, but we can actually get into it and do really well at it.
It's true, and you find that you actually enjoy what you feared.
Enjoy what you fear. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Some of us.
I'll never forget. Credit to Mr. Linford Favre. When we were doing Out Goes In, he said to Russell and myself that the program seems to be very, very popular. So he wants to put it on Facebook. Now, I'd never been on Facebook before, live. Right? I said, what? What? He said to me, I remember that conversation. He said to me, Andre, I was just as fearful like you about this whole Facebook thing.
Yes.
But I realized this is the way of the future, and we can't get away from it.
And if you really want to be part of the future, you have to dip your feet in the pool.
That's right.
And you're right. I take that from you too, because I remember when we wanted to put the show on Facebook, I was terrified.
Exactly.
I was like, no, I don't want to go on Facebook because everybody will be watching me, and the scrutiny. I was so concerned about that.
That's exactly what you said.
And I was also concerned about my own gesturing.
And I think I told you the story.
Looked. Yeah,
I think I told
you told me that story.
What happened? Yeah.
And I thought to myself, well, really, some people actually only get a chance to listen on Facebook.
But here's the irony of the whole thing. When there were times that Facebook had some problem, I was disappointed.
Exactly. So now it's something that you almost feel like it's part of your life. So, and you don't think about it as much. I don't worry about it anymore,
Exactly.
But at first, so everything that you are going to start, there is that fear and that concern. And it's okay, it's natural.
Yes.
But when you take the chance, you realize it's not as bad as you thought it was going to be, or it's not
It's
even better than what you thought. So
yes, it's true.
That's one of the things. One of the things is starting a new career. The other thing is moving to a new city or country, right? It is daunting, but people do it all the time. It may take a bit more planning, but it can be done successfully. Some of us never think of moving to another country to live, Andre, because we saw our navel strings. You know how people say, my navel strings is tied or buried to my country. But some of us actually do it, and we realize, oh my goodness. You hear all the time, you're single, you take a little shift as close as Barbados or Martinique. Next thing you know, you're calling me in 6 months, I'm engaged. I have a new job, a new life. So, moving to a new city or new country is not as,
But even just moving to another community in the same country.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're very right. Thank you for that, because that's part of moving. Sometimes you move from the north to the south.
I'll be honest with you, right? I grew up in Leclerc.
Yes.
Since I was born, I've been in Leclerc basically all my life. And I've gotten accustomed to staying
That's
here.
right.
I always say in Leclerc, we always have water. Saying that, right? But lately, I find the community is getting very noisy. Very, very noisy.
So are you thinking of moving?
Honestly, I was discussing this with a friend of mine and saying, boy, I wonder if I should leave here. Because it's so noisy now, especially you have neighbors with dogs and so on.
Right.
These dogs are barking all night,
and you're
all
getting
morning.
older, so you probably require a certain amount of peace.
Yeah, exactly. I've been thinking of that. I say, boy, I wonder if I should even move out, because it's becoming so noisy at nights. Music playing late at night, early in the morning, and you can't really sleep the way enjoy the sleep the way you used to.
And this falls right into what we were saying there with the move, because you're in the same country, but yet you're thinking about it. And again, it might be about your circumstances as well, not necessarily only the noise, but you're probably looking at, well, I have my house, what do I do now? But a bit of planning can actually get you out and get you happier. I used to think of the same thing, areas that I used to live in, or when I moved to a new country, how it would be. But actually, with the right planning, It's easy, it's lovely. You find yourself in a new space. Sometimes it just opens up the opportunity for you to think clearer, for you to be yourself more. You see what I'm saying? Some of us, we cannot do what we want to do here. But we move to Spain and all of a sudden we want to do medicine. All of a sudden we want, because why? We are in a new environment that encourages maybe our creative juices, our intellectual flow. So sometimes the block is where you sit in, and sometimes you just need to move from that space. So moving is actually another opportunity for a new beginning. The other one is beginning a new relationship or evolving in an existing one.
When you say evolving in an existing one?
I'll get to that, Andrew.
Oh, okay.
You can begin a new relationship, meaning that you broke up with your significant other and you are looking forward to getting into a new relationship. You prepare yourself, you do what you need to do. Maybe you say, okay, I want to wait a year. Let me work on my communication skills. Let me see certain things. Because again, reflection is important, right? When I say now, or you can evolve in an existing one, is that you have a marriage or a relationship, and Andre, you want to elevate something in the relationship. You come and you sit together. We want to start doing a new thing. Maybe we want to take a salsa class. Our relationship lack physical activity. Our relationship lack
variety.
Yes, we're so boring. We don't do anything. We don't go anywhere. Let's start traveling this year. Let's maybe go to a therapy session. So you elevate the relationship because you really want to take it from where it is and you want to make it more lively. You want to make it more intellectual. Let's do a course together. So many things couples can do to elevate their relationship, and that's a new thing, because many times you are with your partner and you don't know their full capacity, and they don't know yours, and sometimes that's what brings the non-equilibrium in a relationship, right? Yes. One person is going to the gym, one person wants to do something in their life, and the other person just wants to sit there. No, you can make a decision together to elevate that relationship, and that's a new thing. And then you will find out that all of a sudden, wow, I didn't know, who is this woman? Who is this man? Wow, we're doing this thing together. We're learning a new language, and all of a sudden, this person is doing so well in Spanish. So that's a new thing, Andre, for the relationship. And that's what I mean by elevating the new one that you're in. Because many times you're in the relationship and people think that you cannot go any further, that the relationship is just, yes, I have my husband and we're together for 40 years. Now, is it 40 years of quality? You have to look at the quality of your life. Is this person making you feel better over time? I mean, you look at some couples and they seem to age like fine wine because they're doing new things, Andre. They're doing new things. Maybe they didn't used to have long kisses, when they come from work. Now you want to hold him a little longer and kiss him a little longer. Let the intimacy improve. Because sometimes when people are young and they have children and there's no intimacy. People don't take the time to say, they don't take the time to say, I love you. They don't take the time to hug each other and kiss each other. But now that the nest is empty, you start looking at your husband in a different light. Andrew, what you laughing at? You start all of a sudden, even if he's aging or she's aging, you start really recognizing that your wife or your husband is a very good-looking man or a very good-looking woman. What is tickling you, Andre?
No, you said a long kiss.
Well, yes, Andre. Intimacy is something that really
so in other words,
brings happiness.
You're saying maybe all during the years that the two people are together, the kisses are short.
Yes, because they don't have the time, Andre. Sometimes you know in relationships, sometimes when you have kids and life takes over, you kiss each other, a quick peck, and you move on, and you don't take the time to really enjoy your kiss. And studies are showing, Andre, that a kiss really adds to your intimacy. When you have a good kiss, Andre, a good long kiss, Andre, it awakes so many things within you, and a lot of times we don't take the time to do these things.
Laugh.
Andre, I don't know what you're laughing at, Andre. As you get older,
let me remind you, this is not Wednesday night.
No, it is part of a new beginning, Andre. It's adding to the relationship what you never did in the past. And like I said, you realize that maybe a new thing in your man or your woman, right? Because some of us never take the time to really assess the relationship and look at the person. How many times you talk to people and they don't even know how they themselves really look because they don't take the time to really admire themselves. So that's what I mean. When you're in a relationship, you can start a new relationship or evolve in an existing one, right?
Yeah, that's providing, of course, that the one that's the existing one is a good one, basically.
It's
a good one.
In fact, in fact, one of the other things you can do in a relationship, a new thing, is that you can have a baby. That's a new thing. If you're young and vibrant and maybe you've been together for 5 years and you're thinking, how can we take the relationship to another level? You can have a baby. That's a new thing, Andre.
Yeah.
You can plan a family, or you can exit your children from the nest. That's a new thing. Because sometimes you grow with your children are around, and a new thing can be, you can look at them side eye and say, I think it's time for you all to get out. It's a new thing where you now have your independence, you have the space to do what you want in your, all that is a new beginning. That's part of it. That's part of the relationship as well.
I agree.
The other thing is embracing a new hobby or creative passion. And I said a while ago too, that's like one of them, like learning a new language or painting or doing something, fresh that you've never tried before. Some of us are interested in dancing. I know that before I used to see a group all about the place dancing salsa, and it attracted a lot of new people, because it was a form, number one, it was a form of exercise, but it's also a form of enjoyment, where you dance.
Socialize. You can socialize.
That's right, you socialize, you meet new people. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you can embrace a new hobby or creative passion, right? And that's another new thing that you can do. That's an example of a new beginning. Another example of a new beginning is that you can, just now, I think I lost my page.
Okay, folks, this is Unrestricted.
Give the numbers
Lotus.
again, because
Sure, no problem.
Because I cannot believe that our callers are not doing new things, new beginnings.
Well, actually, last night on Doctor in the House, he had a similar topic. He was talking about the New Year's resolutions and so on. And he spoke. Yeah, so he had a little difficulty getting calls last night.
Really, people are not doing new things. I cannot believe that.
So let me just give the numbers again. The fixed line is 572-9710, 572-9710, or you can WhatsApp 287-0971. WhatsApp is 287-0971. Again, the fixed line 572-9710, or WhatsApp 287-0971.
Okay. A continuation of the new things. Now, one of the things that you hear a lot for the New Year's resolution is starting a new diet or an exercise program or a self-care routine. A lot of us want to do that, Andre. For me, I think my personal story is that last year, I think for the first time, I really did not pay too much attention to my exercise program. And this year for me, because again, when it starts to rub you the wrong way, you have to do something. Some of us are motivated by...
You said rub you the wrong way. What do you mean?
Because I don't like my size.
Oh, okay.
If you don't like something about yourself, it is your responsibility to change it. So I was always very tiny. We have a call?
Yes, we certainly do. Yes.
I prompted somebody to call.
We've been saved by Iphigenia.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Happy New Year to you.
Tell you guys, we are listening. Morning. Happy New Year, Lotus.
Yes.
We are listening. So don't feel bad. It's very, very, very entertaining, and it's just a lot to take in. So I just wanted to let you know that
thank you.
Maybe everyone is thinking the same way I'm thinking. We're just listening to you and taking your advice.
Okay,
yes.
okay,
good
great.
Point. Good point.
Thank you. I just wanted to let you know that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Virginia. Yeah.
I know my messages and my colleagues always say to me, we love listening to your voice. You say so many things, and we're like, oh my God. But I always like to have the interactions as well. But I love that, because I know there's a lot for us to listen to and a lot for us to take in. I used to go back to how I used to be so tiny, Andre.
Oh.
We have another call?
Yes.
Nice. Thank you, Virginia, for starting the ball rolling. Good morning. What's her name?
Iphigenia.
Iphigenia?
Yeah.
Wow.
Iphigenia.
Okay,
yes.
Okay. Good morning. Good morning to you. Welcome to Unrestricted.
Hi, good morning. How is everybody? How are you guys doing?
We're doing good. What about you?
I'm blessed. I'm very blessed. Good morning, Andre. How are you doing?
I'm well. How about you? Oh, that's all right. You already said that you're blessed. Yeah. Okay. That's fine.
Blessed. Yes. But, just listen to your program. It's very interesting,
Thank you.
I think that our New Year's resolution, I think that it should be more concentrated on ourselves, our personal growth. So, some people don't really want to put it out there, They just want to see it manifest. So, usually they do it.
They want to keep it in secret.
So, yes, yes. So, because I'm speaking from experience, I will not just put mine out there. I will say to myself and want to see it manifest, and then I will say, all right, that's what I was expecting. That's what I said, and that's coming to pass. So people are different. So you might not get a lot of people that will put it out.
Put it out there, yes.
But it's a very interesting topic, and I think that everybody or most people are considering what they want to do for 2026. I mean, all of us have goals. We have things we want to achieve.
That's right.
So keep up the good work. We are listening. We are taking in what you are saying, and we are using it to better ourselves.
Thank you so much.
Well said, caller.
Thank you so much.
Well said.
I really appreciate it.
And one more thing. I'm an artist. I do music, and you know me. I'm Humble Official last weekend.
Who's this? Who's this?
Humble Official.
Oh, Humble Official. Hey, I didn't recognize your voice.
Yes, man. Yeah, man.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So on that topic, I think you are speaking basically about elevation. I have a new song out. The name is Elevation. I think everybody should check out that song.
Great.
It's uplifting, motivating, and it will give you something to think about.
All right. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, my brother. Right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, he has a song called Praise Him. It features Solange.
Okay.
Remember Solange?
Yes.
Yeah. Nice song. Nice track.
Thank you so much. That was a good contribution. I appreciate it. I was saying that I used to be so tiny, Andrew.
Oh, yeah.
And then, I never put on weight for many, many years. I used to pray for weight. That's the honest truth. Because after I had my children, I didn't put on weight for many years still. And so now, the weight just seemed to come without the prayers.
You have another caller?
Hello, good morning.
We'll get back to your weight story.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to Unrestricted.
Good morning.
Good morning. Happy New Year to you.
Good morning. Happy New Year to you too.
I'm just calling to say, even if we don't call, we're listening. And wherever I am is REV-UP to the max. I'm not in New York. I'm in La Puette, Monrepo. My radio is full blast. I could even hear echo. So apparently La Puette, Monrepo is listening, Andre Paul.
I think I recognize that voice.
Thank you so much.
It was nice meeting you face to face after 35 years.
Wow.
Yes, imagine that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right. Well, you guys take care, and I'm enjoying the show.
Okay.
All
thank
right,
you.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Yes. So I was right.
This is great, Andre. I'm happy that everybody is listening. So Andrew, now I'm saying to myself, what's going on? I have put on weight that I don't want, So I think for 2026, I'll put at least one of my secrets out. Is that
So
I am intending, and I want to be very intentional about it, to lose at least probably 20 pounds or something like that, 25 pounds. I don't want to be skinny, but I do not like myself at the weight I am. So it is something that I want to be intentional about and do what I need to do to make that happen.
Just, was it yesterday or the day before? Lady J, our guest announcer, was talking about her weight situation, and she was saying that she doesn't want to be anything past 150 pounds.
Yes,
she's already made up her mind that has to be 145,
that's right.
146, that sort of thing.
That's right. I have a goal for myself, and I want to, and like the caller said before, it's almost like a secret. I sometimes do not want to say I'm going to do it because I don't want to jinx myself. I just want to do it. And, sometimes I could be very cold turkey. So if I say I'm not having sugar, I just cut sugar out, But many of us have our methods. But it's the consistency just to stay with it. Because many times I start and I stop, maybe a couple months later. And the bad thing about it is that you see yourself doing so well. And when you stop, you say to yourself, if I continued, I would have been at my, my goal weight, right? So that's the next one of the things that some of us want to change for the new year. We definitely want to, look at our diet and we want to change the way we look at our health.
We have another call, but I think one of the things that you need to speak about in the near future, how do you stick to the decision?
To the decision,
because a lot of us, including yours truly here, we have a problem with that.
The consistency.
Yeah, we have a problem.
Sticking with it.
Yes.
Good morning. Welcome to Unrestricted.
Hello, good morning.
Hello,
Morning.
good morning.
Mr. Paul, good morning and Happy New Year to you.
I didn't recognize that display pic there at all. I'm seeing Miss.
Yeah.
Boy, I swear I'm looking at Al Green. Remember Al Green?
Yeah.
He loves white suits.
White suits, okay.
And Happy New Year to your host as well.
Yes, Happy New Year to you. Thank you so much.
I want to extend Happy New Year to all REV-UP fans.
Thank you.
Wishing you a Happy New Year to each and everyone listening to REV-UP, especially those who are loyal to REV-UP.
Thank you, like you.
Like
yes,
that's right.
Mr. Paul, good topic this morning. Like I myself, like the lady say, I don't like my size and my not my real size, but the width. Yeah, because I have a good size and like just the width and the belly, I want to get rid of. And I was trying everything. I not eating that much. When I was in the house, like just sometime 1 meal per day.
Wow.
Just to lose the weight and like to lose that belly.
Yeah.
But now I start back work today and look like I start eating again. So it will not be good.
Yeah, that's what I said to you a while ago. You need to speak on something to help us understand how to stick to it. Yeah, we have a lot of difficulty.
So we listening on good topic like yesterday or day before yesterday, like they have a topic like about the coconut bread, Mr. Paul.
Oh yes, right.
Yeah, like my wife doing that and like it's really, really, really nice. And you don't need nothing to eat it with. Nothing.
I could imagine.
Nothing.
I've never had that coconut bread.
Yeah. It's nice. Yeah. And the flour my wife using is like spill flour. I don't know if you are aware of that.
Spelt.
But it's expensive.
Spelt, some people say spelt, yeah.
It's expensive. So like the long kiss the lady was talking about. Yeah, sometimes it's true because especially if you are in a foreign country and like you have to rush leaving the house to catch up the bus or to catch up the train. Yeah, sometimes like it can be like that. And sometimes like both partner, one working in the night, one working in the morning. So sometimes you can barely. So when you have the chance, you have to do the long kissing, Mr. Paul.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
You have to do the long kissing.
Thank you.
So good.
All right.
Yeah, good topic, good advice. Thank you for that advice.
And thank you, Mr.
Have a blessed day,
Sonson.
both of you.
Yes,
Happy
you
New
too.
Year.
Thank you so much.
To you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you as well.
Bye-bye. Yeah, one of our big fans,
Andre,
big fans.
The long kiss stuck, he knows what I'm talking about.
So maybe we should have an entire show on that.
The thing about it, Andre, with the consistency, I know a lot of us suffer for that because we start something and then, but it takes discipline. The word discipline, it comes up in my mind, and commitment. And the fact that we see certain things happening around us that we don't want to happen to ourselves, right? You don't want to get a stroke. You don't want to be diabetic. Some of us that's constant in my mind. My brother died of diabetes, and and he was a beautiful guy. He was really just a lovely person, and I saw him deteriorate, and he was on dialysis, and then when I saw that he was the place I think they were putting the tube for the dialysis, it was infected, and he got jaundice or sepsis or whatever.
My God.
And I saw him. I know he always said to me, never, if it's one thing I don't do in my life is don't get diabetes or high blood pressure, take care of myself. He used to tell me that because he neglected himself. And I this yesterday I was talking to my daughter and I said I really don't want to just die of not taking care of myself. She said, yes, Mom, that would really be a punk death. that you didn't take care of yourself. So we really have to think of ourselves and our longevity. If we want to be alive and we want to enjoy the quality of our lives, we have to make the commitment. And it may not be the easiest thing because, of course, if you don't want to, you like chocolate, Andre, like you say, you like ice cream, just don't buy it. Because the thing about it is that I know if I buy it, I will eat it. So I love nude popcorn. It's vegan popcorn, but it's sweet. There are certain things. I just don't buy any snacks. And then you can drink some water. You can do a green juice instead. And I know it sounds boring or it's not as tasty. But the good thing about it is after you've done it, Andre, you feel so good about your decision. And I think that's what we have to start doing. Not buying the snacks.
But we'll get back to that in a second. You have a call.
Oh, great.
Yeah, this is Unrestricted.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Unrestricted.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's her name?
Lotus.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes. Yes, good morning. Thanks for the gentleman who sent greetings to REV-UP friends, REV-UP people like me. I listen all the time.
That's right.
Thank you, Teacher Jean. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You know, what I realized, like, you are coming clearer today. This as a new year, that's your gift?
You mean in terms of the power of the station?
Yes.
Well, to be honest with you, we actually increased the power a little.
Oh, okay. Well,
Lotus was saying the same thing to me earlier.
Yeah, it's good because I'm getting you better.
That's right.
All right.
New beginnings.
I agree with all what you are talking about today, and then because we do not take care of ourselves, and a lot of the times is when we get sick. That's the time we want to get well. We don't want. We have to. What we have to do is to, when we are well, stay well. You know, because I have my eye problem, and if I knew a lot of things, because the doctors don't tell you. They fill you up with tablets and eye drops and this and that, and they don't tell you of the things that you can do to. Maybe you should get somebody there to come on to tell people what they can do to keep themselves healthy. Exercise, we say yes, but what you can eat. Some people, well, you cannot make them do it because some people definitely don't want to stay without this. They want to stay with that. They want to eat all the fatty foods, all the, you know. But if you have a session, maybe a lot of us will gain from it. Because if I knew what I know today, I think my side would be better.
Okay. That's a good
I'm
idea.
telling you, my side would be better. So I am wishing you all.
You said your sight. I thought you said your size. Sorry.
My
sorry.
sight. No, my size.
Sorry.
Well, I am working on that. I'm doing. The only thing I have not gone through is continue my exercising, my walking, which I have to study because they're a little too cold these days. So I will start going later. But other things that I'm working on that, the kinds of food I eat and so on.
What we consume.
Many vegetables, I try my best to do that. You know, it is good both for my sight and for your body.
That's right.
You know, so maybe you can have a session on that.
We'll see. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much,
I
Teacher
wish
Jean.
you all the best
You
for
too.
the new year and continued blessing and so on. Well, I have already sent it to you, but I am saying it again to everyone listening to REV-UP. All the best.
And thank you for the voice note. Thank you for the voice note. I did respond. Thank you.
Yes, I saw the response.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
Yes, she sent me a very nice voice note, actually.
You see, the fans love you, Andre. We do. We love you.
But going back to the thing about the snacks and the junk food and so on. I mean, I'm going to be honest, right? And you said it a while ago. I love cake. I love ice cream.
Just don't buy it.
Hold on. Hold on. There's no way. As long as I have teeth in my mouth, I'm going to stay away from the cake and the ice cream. I love it since I was a kid. I love it. The thing is to exercise the moderation.
Yes.
Now that's where the discipline comes in. Because these foods are highly addictive.
They are.
In other words, once you see you have some, there's something about it. It does the brain something, and you want more. So the key is to exercise moderation. So what I do, for now, I say at least once a month, I'll buy a tub of ice cream. I'm making joke with that,
Yes,
I don't even share it.
But you see, the thing is, you make a point that makes sense, Andre, because there's gratification and it's delayed as well. You can have delayed gratification where you you say you once a month. You see, you've identified a timeline
because you've
identified exercise.
Yeah. And these foods, I mean, they bring you a lot of pleasure.
They bring you a lot of joy.
You can't get away from that.
It's very true because some people, and the thing is, sometimes we don't understand that, and a lot of us, even when we are down and depressed, we look for food to be our friends, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So a lot of us have to, but it's the commitment that we have to make,
and the discipline,
setting the
to
timelines.
say, a little, I'll have some, and chill until the next time. But that's it. Now if you know you don't have that kind of discipline, then don't do it. Yeah.
Good morning. Welcome to Unrestricted.
Lotus and Andre Paul, good morning.
Good morning,
sir. Morning to you.
How are you all doing there?
Very well, thank you. And you?
I am all right. Well, they say it's a brand new year, but the year have not changed. The number changed.
Mm-hmm.
From 25 to 26.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I heard Andre Paul just said that he like ice cream
and cake. And cake.
And cake.
Yeah.
Now, have you heard what the Bible says? Not the Bible. There's a saying, what's sweet in goat mouth is sour in the bum bum.
Yeah.
So the most healthiest thing is the thing that's bitter. It's very good for your inside. You've heard that too?
Yes, we heard.
But it doesn't mean that those sayings are true, my friend. It doesn't mean that those things are true. Right. Because if we have to take it literally, right? He says, "What's sweet in goat mouth is sour in the bam bam."
Yeah.
Right? There are things that we eat that's good stuff.
Yes.
And it's still sour.
That's right.
If you understand what I'm saying. It's still sour in the bam bam.
Oh my goodness.
So I guess the bitter things are sweet in the bum bum.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I must tell you, whether you have upgrade or not, REV-UP St. Lucia is a very powerful radio station.
Oh, thank you.
You heard me?
Yes. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
thank you.
Very powerful radio station.
Thank you.
REV-UP, I'm not being a hypocrite, I'm just telling you as it is. REV-UP, being in the US, REV-UP St. Lucia is the most powerful radio station in St. Lucia.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't how much to say. That's it for today. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Thank
okay.
you. You know, I just Googled that saying, "What's sweet in goat mouth?" Right? Is sour in the bam bam. Right? It's a real
thing.
quote. Yeah. It's a popular Caribbean proverb, especially in Trinidad and Tobago and Barbados, meaning that something that feels good in the moment.
Yes.
Right? Something that feels good. So it's not necessarily food.
Not necessarily food. It's many things. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So whatever it is that you indulging in, right, which is harmful, but you don't care.
Moment,
you don't care.
Exactly.
You just do it, mamile kind of thing.
You're right.
So we tend to think it's only food.
Yeah, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
Okay, so it's something that at the moment it feels good.
It's not
as you said about delaying gratification.
Yes,
you mentioned that a while ago.
Yes. It will have long-term effects.
Yes.
In a bad way. I want to say quickly before we end that one of the things that we need to change or it's a new beginning, two of them before I don't say it and I get upset with myself, is the mindset, developing a new outlook on life, setting new goals or practicing gratitude. Your mindset shift, that's also a new beginning. You can look at how you think, whether it's been working for you and whether you want to start thinking differently. And the other thing that a lot of us are going to be happy about is our spirituality. Getting baptized, joining a new congregation, or finding a new faith. Some people actually tap into their spirituality, Andre, and say, this year I want to go to church more, I want to pray more, I want to get baptized. So that's a new thing,
Yes,
because some of us, we look at our own spiritual life and we say we don't like where we at. We don't like the fact that we are not more kind, that we are not more personable, we don't love enough, we hate too quickly, we are too angry. So some of us really have to start looking inward and looking at our level of spirituality and what we want to do with that. Some of us we may not, and a new thing too is some of us want to get wild.
What do you mean?
That's a new thing, Andre. Sometimes some people will say, I've been so cautious in my life. I've not taken any chances. I've not gone out on the town. I've not partied, and I've not, had a one-night stand. Yes, I know you would laugh. But the thing about it is that some people want to at least have an opportunity to do something wild, something they've never done before, that for them, it brings a lot of enjoyment. Now, they may realize that, I don't like that. That's just not me. Or they may realize I really like it. I'll try it again.
Well, then let me remind them of the quote, what's sweet in goat mouth.
Exactly. So, these are the things in terms of our personal choices. We must be open. We have to let go. We have to focus forward, and we have to take actions. And one of the last things I'll say before we go is that we have to make sure we release past guilt. You cannot hold on to the guilt if you are going to do a new thing. Some of us blame ourselves or blame others. We keep on holding on to that, and we want to start a new thing. You cannot move on with the guilt. You have to let it go and let yourself breathe so you can embrace that new thing.
So one of the shows for this new year, Lotus, I think you should tackle is delayed gratification. That's another huge one.
Delayed gratification.
Delayed gratification. Okay, that's a huge
I'll
one.
see if I can put something together.
Yeah, that's a huge one.
Okay.
I remember when I was in the US, there's this show, I think it was 60 Minutes, and they had this professor, right, who was experimenting with this delayed gratification thing. And he had a whole bunch of children, little kids, and he brought chocolates.
Yes.
Right, and he said to each of them, listen, I'm going to give you a chocolate right now. Those of you who are able to control yourself, right, to discipline yourself not to have the chocolate, when I get back, I'll give you another one, so you have two. Okay. So he gave each of them a chocolate. And of course, the cameras are there rolling, and they're watching these kids, right? And before he turned his back, some kids just grabbed. they just went for the gusto. They just grabbed that thing because it's very tempting.
Kids, yeah.
And especially when he said, if you the fact that he says, if you take it, that alone, there, human nature, the way it operates. So anyway, and some of the kids didn't take it.
They waited.
Okay, and they were just like, they look, you see, they go, they touch it, and they put it back, kind of thing, right? Because they thought of the reward.
The reward
that's going to come later, that they'll get two.
That's right.
So anyway, the story was that this professor followed the careers of these children over a 20-year period.
Wow.
Yes, and when in the end he came back with the results, what they found was that those children who rushed for the candy, they didn't do well in life.
Wow.
Yeah, because they were into drugs and the alcohol and fast life and things like that, because they were too impatient.
That's right.
They didn't know how to delay the gratification. Those now that were able to control themselves, they became the CEOs, and they had the homes, and they had the beautiful vehicles and things like that. It was a real great story.
That's
great story.
It's discipline. And Andre, we have to think of the motivation, what we want and what we hope for, if we're going to deprive ourselves of the things. Because for me, I like fashion, and I want to be able to put whatever I want, to wear whatever I want. And when I'm out of alignment with my weight, I am more conscious of how I look in certain things, so I can't wear it. So for me, my motivation is that I want to be able to do what I want, when I want, how I want with my clothes.
Exactly.
So that's the motivation for me. I see myself and I'm like, oh my God, I want to be able to wear that.
Yes.
So when you have the motivation of whatever it is that you want to do, and you can see it coming, you will begin to have a little bit of discipline in getting it.
Yes, because it's a goal.
It's a goal, yes.
Right.
And also it's going to help you be a little more healthy. Internally as well. So I hope I am so glad that I got a few calls letting me know that you all are listening. Thank you so much. It really brings a lot of joy to my heart, Andre, to do the show, and I'm looking forward to us talking about whether we were able to achieve what we said we were going to do at the end of the year, if God willing.
And let me just remind our listeners and viewers that the show is not my show, it is Lotus' show. These are her ideas. Because one caller said, Andrea, the topic you chose, you was saying to me, like, I chose the topic. I didn't choose the topic. All right?
It's all me.
Yeah, that's right.
But thank you, Andre, for engaging me and for being such a wonderful sport.
Yes. I usually try to be.
Yes, man.
And sometimes I know I can be very annoying, right?
No, it's good. It's good. I need it, Andre. I need it. I need variety.
Okay,
but thank you so much. Until next week. God
That's
willing.
a great way to start off the year 2026.
Yes, I was very excited about the topic. Yeah.
Okay. Take care of yourself and your family.
You too, Andre.
So this has been Unrestricted, the first Unrestricted for 2026 with Lotus. So listen again and view again next week, Wednesday, same time, 9 o'clock on REV-UP St. Lucia. Now stand by for Hard Drive. That's coming up next. Oh, by the way, the program Mind Matters, which normally is heard and seen on REV-UP every Wednesday, the presenter of the show, Dr. Gilead, he's out of state, out of St. Lucia, and he should be back soon. All right, so just stay with us. The year has just begun, and a lot of the other programs that we had last year will be returning. So just stick with us. We promise you that you will not regret listening to REV-UP St. Lucia. Those of you on Facebook, YouTube, etc., just take a little break and come back to you for Hard Drive.